In this video, I'm going to quickly cover how you can cheat and mod within Sons of the Forest. Step 1 is that you'll want to go to a site called WeMod and download the Windows version that is appropriate for your computer. If you can't find the site, the link will be in the description below. Please remember to turn this application off though if you're playing any other games, especially multiplayer ones, as some games will detect this as a cheat, which is something that you do not want to have happen, as you could get your account banned. So just use it at your own risk. Next, you will need to create and verify your account so that you can use this application. After that, launch Sons of the Forest through the WeMod application by clicking the play button in the top right corner of the screen. Then you'll simply need to load your save and hit the hotkey associated with what cheat you want enabled. Now, most of the easily available cheats are going to be things like infinite health, infinite jump height, or infinite run speed. Each of these cheats are toggleable or increase or decreasable by simply hitting the hotkey associated with them. You cannot click the turn on and off button on the left-hand side without having the premium version of this app, which you do not need in order to be able to use the cheats and mods associated with it. If you ever find that a hotkey isn't working for you, you can simply click on that hotkey and then change the key binding, making it so that you're able to still use it within the game. Now, there are more cheats available and more things that you can do outside of just simply turning on, turning up, or turning down all the different cheats inside the app. To do this, you'll need to enable the debug console command, which is bound to the F10 hotkey by default. Keep in mind, this will still be requiring you to use WeMod if you want to be able to use console commands. After you have the console commands turned on, simply hit F1 and you'll see a massive list of commands appear in front of you. Just to give you a couple of examples of what is possible here, you could type things like log hack space on to give yourself infinite logs, and then type in log hack space off whenever you're done placing them. You could also type in things like add character space Robbie and then a number associated with it in order to spawn in a bunch of Kelvins. And to be honest with you, no, I do not know why his name is Robbie, but for some reason it is, at least at this point in time. And yes, this does mean that you could have your own little army of Kelvins running around gathering all the logs you need for you. And yes, you can use this in multiplayer lobbies, just make sure you're playing with friends, as if you're playing with randoms in a public lobby, they might not be too happy about it and they might report you for it. So I highly recommend you don't use this at all in public lobbies, as it's really just not fair to the other players. Keep in mind that this game is still in early access as well, which means some of these commands may or may not work in the future updates. This means that you'll want to make sure to back up any and all save files you want to keep before you start messing around with these cheats, as it could become corrupted in the future or have some kind of an issue where you're no longer able to play the game. If you want more console commands rather than just the ones on the list it shows you, I'll leave it up to you to go ahead and look up what those are, as there is just way too many console commands for me to talk about in this video. But yes, there is a lot of things you can do. Now, with all of that being said, if you guys want to see more Sons of the Forest and survival game content, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, as we put out new videos every few days. I do want to quickly give a big shout out to our Platinum Above channel members, which currently include Caustic FPV, Jonathan S, Gerald89, AZ Blackbird, and Jim Phillips. Thank you all so much for supporting our channel. I'm Game Advisor, and I'll see you next time.